would happen if the force of gravity were slightly greater than what it is today? Running and even walking would become impossible. Human beings and animals would have to expend much more energy in order to perform these actions than they do now. In that event, the energy sources on the Earth, and particularly food sources, would quickly be used up. And what if the force of gravity were slightly weaker? Light objects would be unable to remain in place. The dust and sand particles raised up by the slightest breeze would take hours to settle. Raindrops would fall much more slowly, evaporating again before hitting the ground. Rivers would slow down, making it impossible to obtain hydroelectric energy from them. This property is based on Newton's law of universal gravitation, which states that attraction forces decreases as bodies move away from one another. According to this law, if the distance between two celestial bodies were to increase threefold, the gravitational force would decrease ninefold, or if the distance were halved, the force would rise fourfold. This law explains why it is that the orbits of the Earth, the Moon, and the planets are regular. The laws of physics are in fact an explanation produced by human beings of the order created by Allah. Were there no such law, and if a star's gravitational attraction decreased less as distance increased, then the orbits of the planets would not be elliptical, and the planets would follow a spiral course, falling directly towards the Sun. If the opposite were to apply, then the gravitational attraction of far distant stars would suppress that of the Sun, and the Earth would be pulled ever further away from the Sun. As a result, the Earth would either burn up as it drew ever closer to the Sun, or else freeze at absolute zero as it moved away from it.